Dedication, proper nutrition, proper hydration, and work ethic. That's it. I told you, we're gonna have fun on this channel. Welcome back, day 34, on our way to the gym. Well, I'm actually on my way to pick my buddy up. We're gonna train delts today. That means it's gonna be a great day because I love training delts. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna keep this intro really short and sweet because yesterday I think it ended up being like 10 minutes, and I know a few of you stopped watching because of that. And I don't blame you. Don't need a bunch of word filler. So, I'm gonna wrap this intro up right here. Day 34, 50 blast challenge. Delt day coming at you. Picking up Joel. Gonna hit the gym. Gonna do some delt destruction. All right, let's do this. All right, we're over at the squat rack. If you got a busy gym, do not use up the squat rack. That'll piss people off. We've got the straight barbell. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do front raises with our elbows bent. That'll remove the swing ability out of it. Focuses on the front delt and takes the traps out of the equation. So for the sake of making these episodes quicker, what we're going to do is the first set, I will show it to you in real time. The second, third, or fourth sets will all be sped up twice. That way it doesn't waste half the time. All right, let's get into our second set. All right, straight into our second exercise, minimal rest. We're gonna really rep out and destroy those front delts. We're gonna lean against the incline bench with our chest, and we're gonna do double arm, single dumbbell, front raises. Being against the chest makes it so you can't swing, so you don't need a lot of weight. That's right. So an important thing to remember when doing this, don't bring it all the way down to the bottom of the motion, because that just takes tension off the muscle. Why waste, you're already doing the exercise, why waste 20% of it by resting at the bottom? Keep tension on it the whole way. Lift as high as you can in a slow, controlled motion. That's what burns those out. That's what tears down the muscle. So it can grow back, bigger, stronger, come back next week, destroy it again. So me, for my program, my goal is to get stronger. So one of the things I'm doing is I am going up in weight if you're noticing, but I'm not going to tell you to do it. If you don't feel comfortable going up in weight, like I'm only going up 10 pounds on this exercise, but for the third set to finish off my 50 reps, I do aim to always go heavier once I'm in week 5, 6, 7. You know, after 4 weeks, we've kind of strengthened our bodies. We should be able to take a little more, we'll call it abuse, a little more stress on the muscles and joints and stuff like that. But if you're not comfortable with it, you do not have to go heavier. Don't sacrifice form or injury just for the sake of trying to go heavier. All right, let's get back at this. Okay, so now we're over at the cable machines. What we're gonna do is we're gonna focus on the posterior delts now. So we're gonna be leaned over, probably at about a 45 degree. We're gonna have both ropes. This is actually a very wide cable machine, so what that does, it really focuses on the bottom of the movement as well, which is really great. But if your machine is narrower, that's okay, you can still do it. But these wide ones add another degree of preload on the workout. So let's get into this. So again, really important with this exercise, weight is irrelevant. See, he dropped it a little bit, but he's keeping very strict form. And it's, Joel, how does it feel?
Awesome.
Yeah. Weight is irrelevant when you're lifting properly. Like look, you can already see the separation starting in the delts, and we're only on the second exercise. We haven't even really gone heavy. When I say I go heavier, I don't mean heavy. I just mean incrementally heavier every time if my body feels like I can do it. And my body feels like I can do it, so I'm going to do it. That's the whole point. So read your body, don't exceed what your body's capable of, and you don't get injured. Injuries are the worst, not only because they hurt, but they set you back with your gains, and the whole point is maximizing gains, efficiency. There you go, he's walking that one off. Back at it. So I guess another thing to mention is that obviously when you're using cables, one has to go in front of the other in order to have that crossways motion. So if you start one exercise or one set with the left hand in front of the right hand, switch up next time just to make sure you're evenly working the muscles, all right? It may not be a big, may not throw you off bilaterally, but if you do find that it's straining you a little bit on one arm, swap back and forth. Keep balance. So you can't always see the results with the lighting in here, but when you stand in a good position for lighting, this is how swollen you get after doing a few sets properly. I'm using lightweight, but as you can see, what a difference just having proper lighting. See, this side washes me out. I'm standing in the same spot. It's just how the light hits you. That's how influencers trick you with a substandard body. This is typically what I'll look like mid-workout. Is it super impressive? No. But is it better than it was 5 weeks ago? You're for damn sure it is. Okay, so that modified bent over fly that we were doing, that kind of hit the median to the posterior. We're gonna jump on the pec deck, bring the arms in and do reverse flies. This is gonna target the posterior delt and a bit of trap activity. You can determine which one it works more. Do that mind-muscle connection, hit the muscle that you wanna work most. I try not to work my traps too much because as you can see, they're enough right now. I'm not stepping on stage. I don't need huge monstrous traps. So I'm gonna be targeting like a 75% to the rear delt, 25 to the trap type exercise. And the beauty of the machines like this is you can use the vertical one, the horizontal one, or you can grab, you know, the actual machine itself, determining on how you want to work. So try all of them. Figure out what works best for you. Let's get into this first set. Okay, so a key point on this is when you bring them back in, don't let the weight bottom out because that's taking the tension off your rear delts. Try and go just before the weights touch. Keep the weight loaded up on your delts and that'll make this exercise so much more useful. Again, we're not going super heavy. We're just making sure we're not throwing that weight, chest right up against that pad, and just make sure you get as much range of motion as you can do. And like I said, really target which muscle you're hitting, that mind-muscle connection, and burn it out. I'm only taking as much time as it takes between sets as when he's done, I get, when I'm done, he gets out. That's the way it goes. So the goal is always to have the most fully developed muscle groups. And here, so you want to have something in the back. You don't just want to have that big bulky shoulder cap up front. If you're in your last reps of your last set of that exercise, you notice at the end there I just changed a position and I did little half reps, 4, 5, 6 of them. That makes sure you absolutely blow out that muscle, burn out the, get rid of all that extra glucose, use up all the extra energy, burn a little more of the muscle fiber. Those are the set, that's the championship rounds. You wouldn't do that on every set, but on the last set of that particular exercise, it doesn't hurt to bounce a few, okay? Amazing results just by putting in that extra 10 seconds of effort. So I know what you're gonna say, but Chris, how can you have a shoulder routine without doing any presses? That's a fail. That's a YouTube fitness fail. Yeah, you're gonna regret that because you know what time it is. Get your ass over to a Smith machine, set up the bench. Let's do this. Day 34, 50 Blast Challenge just came to an end. Amazing delt workout. Feeling incredible. Rep those sets out at the end. Got the full pump going on. I'm washed out here out in the daylight. Don't care. I know what I look like. I'm feeling great. You've seen the progress over 5.5 weeks. Wow, we're actually coming to the end of week 5. There's just over 2 weeks left. That's incredible. I hope if you're working out alongside me, you're seeing incredible results like I am. Maybe you're going to start after you see what these 50 days can do. Doesn't matter when you get started. The key is to get started. So yeah, day 34 is in the books. Feeling great. Tomorrow's accountability day. Going to step on that scale for you guys. My brother Joel here is going to be out tomorrow morning as well, so we'll get a really good film. Gonna really, I don't know what we're gonna work yet, but it's got to be something big, because it's gonna be, going into week 6, and we want to have a really good final 2 weeks. Weigh in, yeah, all that kind of good stuff. But for today, you know what, I'm gonna keep this simple. So it looks like it's gonna be a beautiful day. Had an amazing workout early in the morning. I'm actually finding I work out better at night, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to come in the morning that's when there's time. So you determine what works best for you, but always just make the time. Even if it's not your ideal time, you're better off going and being active instead of being sedate. All right, I'm going to leave that there. But day 34 coming to an end. 50 Blast Challenge. I'm Chris, Fit Into Lifestyle. You can't see him, but brother Joey's over here. Say bye, Joel.
Bye, Joel.
All right. I'm out of here. Ciao.